Hi guys, I wanted to come on here and do a dare to compare once more. I love doing these videos. I don't do these often enough, or I don't do any videos often enough. I am going to be doing a dare to compare over these two brow pencils. This one is by NYX and it's the micro brow pencil. And then this is the L'Oreal one, called the Brow Stylist Definer. I've had my fair share of using a bunch of brow products. On an everyday basis, I love to use pencils, and I really liked the NYX Micro Brow Pencil for the longest time. I would always repurchase it. I always suggest that everybody tries out everything. I want to give an informative video to kind of just tell you what's going down, and then once you know the facts, or like my opinions, I guess, you can decide which one you want to try. If you want to try both, that's cool. On the left side of my brow, or the left side of my face, the micro brow, I think like my mind's in one place and my mouth's in another, and they're just not going together. The left brow, I have the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and the right brow, I have the L'Oreal one. I have bought the L'Oreal one, or I see it all the time at Target, so that's a little more accessible. I say that you can find both of them at Ulta, and of course you can find it online, things like that. I would suggest Ulta if you wanted to like look for both of these. I don't always see the micro brow pencil in Target, and if I do, it's not a huge shade range. They both are retractable pencils, and they both have caps and spoolies. So this side has a spoolie, and this side has a spoolie here. Yeah, a spoolie. Another thing that they have in common is that they have the same amount of product, which is awesome. Both of them are the same. They are both 0.003 ounces at 0.09 grams each. They have the same size tip, so I think the length of the stick of like the actual brow product is the same. The tips are very similar. I don't know if you can really tell. I'm gonna get like real close with that. But the tips are super similar. You can get more hair-like strokes if you're really going for that. I tend to go for like a more filled in brow, but that is only because my brow hairs are very there. Like I do have a lot of brow hair, so that already contributes to it being like a pretty filled in brow. I've always had lots of hair everywhere. Like I used to get the 5 o'clock shadow, you know, I still do, but I shaved that down. And if you have no brows whatsoever, you can still achieve that hair-like stroke with both products. Let me go ahead and talk about the things that are different. One of the big things for me when it comes to differences is the price difference. The NYX one is $9.99, and the L'Oreal one is $7.99. I'm always about price. I love when things are cheaper, you know. Gotta get the bang for the buck. NYX has 7 shades. I sound a little Korean. NYX has 7 shades in their color range for these micro brow pencils, and L'Oreal has only 3. If you are a person that has like, I don't know, is picky with the brow color, maybe the NYX one is a better choice for you because it has more choices. Like I think I saw like a blackish shade in there, and I know some people like black hair strokes, but the L'Oreal one only has like a dark brunette, so like super dark brown, kind of like the espresso color in here. And then they have brunette. This one's in brunette, and that's their middle color, and then they have blonde. So I do like that this one has that clear cap. Also, this cap changes colors, or not, it doesn't, this one doesn't physically change colors, but the way that L'Oreal makes it is that each shade has its own different colored cap that matches the shade that's inside the tube. This NYX one, there's nothing. Like all of them are a black color. There's no indicator of what color it is. You can always just pop it off, pop the cap off, and like look at the product. Okay, that's the one I want. Or my thing is that I look at the name of it. So this one says Espresso. So it kind of sucks. And now that I realize that the L'Oreal one changes colors with the color of the pencil, I do feel like that's a plus to this brow pencil. Sometimes I'll take the shorter end. Not that I know that it's shorter, because if I knew it was shorter, I'd definitely put on the spoolie side. Just kind of like, okay, I think that's the one. It looks long enough. And then I put down the cap, and obviously it's not big enough. But I have forgotten to bring down the product sometimes all the way down to the tube, and I accidentally put the short one on this end, and it smushes the product, and I'm like, oh, my God. I know I can be smarter about these things, but they're just little observations that I make when I use the product. This packaging is just very confusing. You never know what color you're about to choose unless you read it, and the caps are just not all that different, just in size. This one has that colored cap for the pencil side and the clear cap for the spoolie side, so you know exactly what you're working with, and I think that is a wonderful, wonderful thing about it. This formula of the L'Oreal one is very creamy. Not very creamy. I don't want to say very creamy. I'm just going to say more creamy than the NYX one. This NYX one, you have to apply more pressure to get more pigmentation. I personally like a more creamy texture just because I'm filling it in more rather than trying to get hair-like strokes. Now it's time to choose which one that I would choose. The one that I choose is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and the reason why I chose it is because I'm a filler. What am I trying to say? I am a brow filler, and I love this creamy product. I don't have to work as hard to get that pigmentation that I want as I do with the I choose this L'Oreal one, and not because it's cheaper, or maybe because it's cheaper. No, the only reason why I chose this one is actually because I really, really like the way that it makes my job easier to fill in my brows. I chose this one not for the price, but more for the product itself. I think that both products are really great. I think you should try both. Everything is fair game. You can't really form an opinion on something if you haven't tried it yet. But if you really want to try it, I really think you should. And if you don't like it, then you just return it. That's as simple as that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!